marks. This is for the outcast soul, lost control. No one knows the broken past. Sing for the just found out. Life is now upside down. If you're looking for hope tonight, raise your hand. If you feel alone and don't understand, if you're fighting the fight of your life, then stand. We're gonna make it through this hand in hand.
Well, good morning, Groombridge St Thomas School. I want to start our collective worship today by saying that I am continuing to miss all of you who are doing your home learning in lockdown. We all miss you very much indeed, and we all hope that you're keeping well. I've been thinking about the theme for collective worship today, and I want to choose the word together. I heard the most wonderful piece of music, which I'm going to play at the end, which takes up that theme. And although we're not all together in the school building, we are still Groombridge St Thomas School, and we all want to move forward together. It's been good to come out of lockdown gradually, and I think you all will know that the government has a plan to get all of us back to school in September, so I'll be keeping you in touch about that. We're also planning for you to have some videos of your new teachers as you move up in September, so look out for those on dojos. Our school vision is that every member of our school community flourishes, and we all chose this phrase together, didn't we, last year? Flourishing in the love of God, we love others as ourselves, and we know that that's a recipe for flourishing. But how have you been doing in lockdown? I've been thinking about whether myself and my family have been flourishing, and I think what it's brought out is that we need each other. We cannot flourish on our own. Now, I found a picture of a beautiful desert island which I would love to go on holiday to one day, and here it is. It has its own loveliness, doesn't it? But imagine living on that island all on your own, all the time, long term. Lockdown's felt a little bit like that, hasn't it? We've missed each other terribly. And Simon and Garfunkel put it beautifully, didn't they? I am a rock, I am an island. Well, I think they were being a bit ironic, because nobody can survive and flourish as an island on their own, and that's something that lockdown has really brought home, I think, to all of us. But I think there have been certain things that flourished, and I just wondered if you'd like to take a minute, think about it. Has there been anything in your life that you felt has grown? Take a minute to think about it. I took a few minutes to think about this before I wrote this down, and there are some things in my life, in our lives, that may have flourished. We may have actually connected more to people that we didn't know very well than we did before. And it's amazing how in my life I've made new friends during lockdown. I've reconnected to people that maybe I used to send Christmas cards to once a year, but now we have brought our friendship to a different level, and those friendships are flourishing again. I wonder if you've learnt any new skills. For me, ICT and Zooming and all this virtual technology that's come our way now, that's been a real learning curve for me. And I think I'm flourishing a bit more than I was, and I know I've still got a way to go. So I wonder, is there anything that you feel has flourished? Maybe you have a deeper understanding of yourself. Maybe you've been taking better care of yourself. Maybe you've been taking better care of members of your family and understand them better, because we have had so much time to talk, haven't we? So together, we are not an island, we need each other, and when we come back in September, we want to be rebuilding and reconnecting all those relationships and taking all the best of what was and taking that forward as well. We look forward to doing it with you, and I'm sure that you're going to have some great ideas too. Thinking about this phrase together is a wonderful word, isn't it? And I would imagine that there have been times of loneliness in lockdown for everyone. Even when you're part of a family or a group, there will be times when you're lonely. But there are many verses in the Bible that I call the one another verses. And they're very much looking at being together, having a recipe for happy relationships. And I wanted to pick 3 or 4 of them out. So one another verses in the Bible where it's all about togetherness and what makes that work. So the first one another verse is 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 11, which says, encourage one another. And we all know that within that word encourage is the word courage, being brave. And we can say things to one another that encourage one another and give each other courage. We're going to need lots of encouragement when we come back in September. Another one another verse is help one another. And I've been hearing amazing stories of you helping each other. That's Galatians 6 verse 2. So help one another. Ephesians 4 verse 32. Forgive one another and yourself. Forgive one another and yourself. We will have all had our meltdowns and explosions during lockdown. We would have said things and when we were impatient or frustrated, we might have done things that we wish we hadn't. But you know, forgiveness is the key to moving forward. And maybe you need to forgive yourself. Let it go, as that famous song says. Luke 6 verse 37 finally is, don't judge and compare yourself with others. We might feel that we've raced ahead or gone behind. You are fine. You are going to be fine, because when you come back to school, we're going to help you move forward from where you are. So try not to worry and stress about it. So to flourish, as one of our pupils said last term, is to fly. To flourish is to be able to come out of the nest, come out of that place of confinement and then fly. And we are going to help you fly again. And I know that your parents are helping you at home. The end of lockdown is here. We're coming slowly out of it. We're able to do more and more. And I just wanted to say that there may be times in the future when we have to lock down again. I think you will have seen on the news that where the virus has spread again, there may be times when schools or communities have to close down for a little while until it settles down again. But we are looking forward to being together again. So in the meantime, can I just encourage you to do and be your best over this summer. And I'd like to end the collective worship today with a song that we discovered. It's not the Together song that's 30 years old that I think we need to put away on the shelf. It's a modern version of it, and I hope that you can soak it in and enjoy it and think about our future together from September. I've asked 3 Year 6s who are in school today to help us close our assembly with our school prayer. Take care.
Dear Lord Jesus, we shall have this day only once. Before it is gone, help us to do all the good we can, so today is not a wasted day. Amen.
For the new romance, singing for the left in vain.
It's not too late. If you're looking for hope tonight, raise your hand. If you feel alone and don't understand, if you're fighting the fight of your life, then stand. We're gonna make it through this hand in hand. And if we fall, we will fall together. Together. Oh, and when we rise, we will rise together. Together. Listen, if you're looking for hope tonight, you're all alone, feeling alone tonight, and you feel if you're in the fight of your life, I can promise we're gonna make it happen. I will be by your side, by your side, in the air tonight. Can you feel it? I'll help you see the light. Whenever and wherever, just as long as we're together. Say we fall, we will fall together. I got you, my brother. I see you, my sister. When we rise, we will rise together. Together. We fall, we will fall together. Take my hand, help me stand. When we rise, we will rise together. Yes, sir. Together we are dangerous. Together with our differences. Together we are bolder, braver, stronger.